All right, I always tease her. I'm from Chicago, so anybody from Chicago is always welcome here on the set. But I do want to talk about Fashion Fair. This is very personal to me. Growing up in Chicago, Fashion Fair was on every woman in my life. It was on every medicine cabinet. Not just because it was a good brand, but it was the only brand.
Outstanding brand.
It was a great brand, but it was the only brand you were going to get if you were looking for shades that matched our skin tones. A lot's changed since then. You have a lot of other options out there. Why reboot this brand?
So I think it's a couple of things. Number one, it's more than a makeup brand, it's our history. And I think it's really important that we maintain and create opportunities to have businesses that really are run by people that are buying the product. And so my business partner and I, Cheryl McKissick and I, we bought it out of bankruptcy because we really believe in the brand. It was my first makeup, and it's been reimagined. How has it been reimagined? We worked with a dermatologist on all of the formulations. We know about undertones. And so we were able to take that 50 years of work and work with Sam Fine, the celebrity makeup artist, to create the new line. And so I think it's important that we invest in businesses that are represented by people that look like us. And why would we let Fashion Fair's 50-year history just go to waste, so to speak?
Well, I am curious as to how you market this, because sort of one of the other big hallmarks of what Eunice Johnson did with the Fashion Fair, it wasn't just the fact that she had this line, but it was the way she promoted it, of course, the fashion shows. I mean, this was all pretty novel at the time. I know it's kind of standard now, but how do you sort of differentiate?
Not really, right? I mean, because one of the things, Fashion Fair is inspired by the fashion glamour and beauty of Black women. And so that's coming straight from Eunice. We just did a convention here in New York, and we recreated her boudoir. So it's filled with history. Who is that Fashion Fair iconic woman today? What is she reading? What is she interested in? Is she interested in politics? What fashion is she wearing? What bag does she carry? So we had all the name brands there, and a beautiful letter to Mrs. Johnson from Valentino and Givenchy. And let's not forget Stephen Burrows, a Black designer. And so just bringing that history to life is one fun way that we're differentiated. And just the products themselves. They've been reimagined, they've got natural ingredients, and we've got all of the history of what we think was doing it right. We've added one thing, we've added hot topics. And so what are hot topics? I don't think you're going to see many makeup companies that are thinking about what are the hot topics for Black women and minority women. And so our first project is with the American Cancer Society, and we are actually looking to recruit 100,000 Black women for research, because Black women are dying so much earlier, getting breast cancer before they're 40, and 41% of us are dying compared to our counterparts. And so you're going to see us continuing to choose a topic that's important to us and getting on board with that topic and really creating a space for women to have a conversation about that topic.
And serving your community at the same time. So tell me a little bit more about who your customer base is right now as you revive the brand. Is it the children of, moms who had, used it devotedly? Someone like Romaine, Bostick's peer, for instance.
It's so interesting. I mean, I'm just coming from the boudoir over the weekend, and one of the things we know is women still don't know that we're back. So for 3 years plus, we were out of the market. And so the one thing that we're hopeful is that people realize we're back. We're sold at select Sephora's and Macy's stores, as well as fashionfair.com. And so the first thing is just people that knew us before to know we're back. So that's one group. The second group, as you mentioned, we want everyone. We want their daughters. My daughter is trying our products now, our blushes and our lip teasers. So it's really kind of a 30-ish woman. Just based on the ingredients that we are putting in the products. It's a little bit pricier, so it's in, the 35, 40 range. And so we think there's plenty of opportunity and plenty of people for us to talk to and to be encouraged by the brand. Plus, we have this great group of consumers that know us from before. And so they have daughters, they have granddaughters, they have sisters. And so we're excited to be able to represent and reimagine this brand that is so deep in the history of Black women in this country.
I'm glad you
and was the
mentioned-
first.
And of course, the first. That history, of course, precedes it. I want to go back to your mentioning price point, because this is Bloomberg, and we got to talk about inflation and the economic environment. We know inflation's been kind of persistent. How are you thinking in terms of where you want to be pricing your products, and how long you can stay the line on where you've priced them before you kind of give in to increasing prices when the materials costs do go up?
Of course. So one of the things that we're cognizant of is we want to make certain that it's affordable. So we're not the priciest brand on the market, even though I would say we're some of the highest quality products on the market. And Cheryl and I have made a decision that we're maybe willing to take a little bit less margin to make certain that our community has access to this quality of product developed specifically for them. And so, yes, if pricing goes up on certain items, we're going to have to raise those prices. We are in business. At the same time, we want people to have access to the brand and be able to afford the brand. And, you know, as people think about, oh, why would you bring this more mature brand back? I like to say iconic. And I look around and I say, well, you've got on Gucci, you've got on Chanel, you've got on Dior. Why can't we have a makeup brand that was started by a black founder and now is owned by two black women, you know, be the next Estee Lauder? What's wrong with that?